Welcome back. I'm Molly Thomas. The Toronto Raptors have become the first NBA team to clinch a playoff berth this season, and they did it in dramatic style.
Lowry sets a screen. DeMar driving to the rim. Two-handed slam!
What a game for DeMar DeRozan. The all-star point guard threw down a spectacular dunk in the dying seconds of regulation time. It then came down to overtime, where Fred VanVleet sank the game-winning shot, giving the Raptors a thrilling 121-119 victory over Detroit. This will be the fifth straight year of playoff action for the Raptors. All of us fans are cheering them on. Well, let's bring in Cameron DORRETT of Raptors Republic. He joins us from Toronto. Cameron, a thrilling end to the game against Detroit last night. What was the highlight for you?
I think the highlight for me and the rest of the NBA was that DeMar DeRozan dunked down the lane. He looked like a man possessed. We've seen him take over games like this before, but last night was just something special. It's up there with the dunk of the year for any team. And just seeing him with authority send that game into a position where the Raptors could eventually win thanks to Fred VanVleet was incredible. And I was fortunate enough to be at a local establishment watching the game, and everybody in there was incredibly pumped up. So that was definitely the highlight of last night.
Now, the Raptors, of course, we the North, we become the first team to clinch a playoff berth here. What kind of message does that send to the rest of the league?
It puts an exclamation point on the fact that this team is for real. I mean, we've been one of the best teams the entire season, have led the Eastern Conference for a while now, sitting in first, 2.5 games up on the Boston Celtics. It just lets the rest of the league know that we should be considered an elite unit, just like Golden State, just like the Houston Rockets, and anybody else. It's an incredible accomplishment for a team that keeps getting better year after year after year.
Yes, and for non-basketball fans out there, first in the East is above LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That is right.
This is the Raptors' fifth consecutive playoff appearance. What makes this team so good?
Well, the fifth straight appearance really speaks to management and the culture change. We hear that a lot, the culture reset about this Raptors club, but it's true. They have moved the ball better than ever before. They have player movement better than ever before. It really is a team mentality that we haven't seen from some of these Raptors teams in the past, and it sets them above many teams in the league, if not some of the elite teams, in the fact that they share the ball better than almost anyone, and it leads to these incredible chances and playoff runs. So a lot of credit has to be given to Masai Ujiri and Coach Dwayne Casey.
Cameron, we have gotten to this point for the last 5 years. Not this fast, but we've gotten to this point. Yeah. What do you think is going to make this team different than what we've seen before? Because it's always come up short.
Yeah, I knew that question was coming, and it's tough. I mean, we set our expectations high, and year after year, they somehow seem to get let down. But really, the standard will be an Eastern Conference Finals trip, and at this point, anything less than a trip to the NBA Finals would seem like a disappointment. The thing that sets this team apart from other teams is the depth. We have 10 to 11 to 12 players who can be plugged into any position at any given time. We saw a crazy lineup last night with Ibaka out and Anunoby out, and really, that youth and that depth is what sets this Raptors team apart from those in the past.
Well, you know what, Cameron? I was at the playoff game in Cleveland last year, the first game. Yeah, and I was, I want to go back this year with a big W, so this makes me happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Molly.
Cameron DORRETT from Raptors Republic joining us today.